come hike. I like hiking holding an iPhone in one hand, huh? Climbing the side of a mountain. Alright. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Alright. I'm almost there. I'll get back to you when I get to the top. Alright guys, as you just saw, hiking up a pretty gnarly trail today up here in the northeast. It's a beautiful day though. Check out that view. Beautiful fall day, 60, sunny. Trying to get to the summit of this mountain. I won't say which one, but it's a well-traversed one in the northeast. There's a lot of people on this trail. It's a very steep climb, especially when you're carrying all your gear in your pack, which I do just more than anything for training. A bug out situation, you're going to need to be used to having your gear on your back, and you're going to need to be used to carrying that gear up all sorts of terrain. So I do this to train myself, even though I'm not backpack camping today. I did bring plenty of water. I brought the hiking poles, the black diamonds, but to be honest, they don't do much good on this terrain. Your best bet is your hands and some nice gloves. Sporting the mechanics gloves today. So I finally came to the top of this peak. It was a hell of a hike. You know, digging in with your feet, really pulling yourself up, and counterbalancing the weight of your pack. But it's worth it when you get to the top here. And we're not even all the way up yet, so I'll be checking back in. It's hard to do this video because, you know, my hands, I really need both my hands for this, so I will be checking back in when I can. And we'll see where this trail takes us. Alright guys, we made it up a little further, and my hiking companion here is pretty tired. But every time we get up another plateau, there's much more incline to go, so it's going to be a while before we hit the summit on this one. The main thing also is, like, you can see the kind of terrain here, the rocks and stuff. When you're grabbing onto a rock or a root or anything to pull yourself up and get leverage, you always want to make sure that you really grab onto it and pull it first and kind of get a grip on it and make sure it's stable and not going to come loose on you. It's extra hard for us because we're running these packs, which are pretty heavy, and it is getting warm out today, and I'm running this, I've got a Tad Gear fleece on Ranger hoodie, so it is a little hot up here, but I figure once it gets to the top it might be cold, so at least this thing's breathable. They have different cuts and pockets in it to make airflow come through. But the scenery is getting nice. You got a mountain over there. Beautiful day. So we'll be back with you in a second. Here's my hiking buddy making the way up the mountain. Just pulling up on the rocks. But this view, when you get right to this point where I'm at, is absolutely insane. You made it. at that view. Unbelievable. We're not even to the top yet. Fall summit. Well, we are on the actual top of the mountain now.
I think.
There's no higher point than this. So now we're gonna die. We're gonna descend and try and come out through the woods. This view is insane. We just scaled a near vertical wall. I've taken off the Tad Gear Ranger hoodie. It's just too hot. Even at this high elevation, I was building up sweat, and it's getting trapped under there, and that's not good. You can see this wall we just scaled. It's like never ending. Every time we think we've reached the top, it's not the summit. But I mean, you can see that drop off right there. That's right where we just scaled. There's no place to put your feet or your hands. It was a nightmare, and it was pretty scary. Anyway, we're now coming through this little forest pass, and hopefully we'll be hitting the trail bend soon. We're still on the same trail. We still have not found the forest trail. Thank God for these mechanics gloves. They really help you get a grip. I don't know if I could have done that with my regular hands. You can see now we're passing through some vegetation, and I'm completely out of breath. I'm trying to pace myself, and it's a good thing I have the larger Camelback with me, because we've used a lot of water on this hike. So now it looks like we're descending. There are more people on that mountain opposite us. I'm really hoping that this trail just takes us down this mountain. Sorry, you can hear the trains in the background. Takes us down this mountain and lets us back off to where we need to be, towards the entrance of the trail, because I don't think we're going to make it up another mountain today with the amount of stamina we have left. And where there's a little water, there's a lot of water. And you can basically take a shower here. You got running water all down this rock face. It's beautiful mountain pass on the side. And just lots of water here that you could filter and drink. We're probably about halfway down the side of this mountain pass here, so. Alright, so we made it down to the forest trail. So we are descending now, coming back around to the trailhead. Poles are back out. Hopefully the major rock climbing portion of this trip is over, because we are exhausted. But, I mean, this just shows you, you know, in a survival situation, you do have to pace yourself, because you will get fatigued. Water plays a big role. If we didn't have the water, we wouldn't have made it through this mountain trail. And so, I mean, it just shows you really gotta pace yourself. You also lose oxygen at higher altitude mountain trails like this one. So we're gonna follow this trail out, see how far. This just should be a nice hike through the woods at this point, and take us out to the trailhead. So we peaked the summit of this mountain. It was a strenuous hike, but it was a great hike. You learn a lot, and it's well worth the view. Good to test your gear. It is. It's a good accomplishment, and you're out in nature, not sitting at home being some sort of reality TV zombie. You get exercise, you test out your gear, and you test your survival training. So we're gonna enjoy this beautiful scenery on the hike out, and that's it for this fall day. Beautiful mountain.